Hello, this is Harry Doctor Unit 25.2. So success, income, this is where the money goes into the organisation/club. In order for an organisation to gain success, they need to make sure they are making profit rather than over than what they're just spending. Things that clubs like to spend money on are facilities, players, staff, direct functions, loans, and any taxes that need paying. Having a high income to a club or sports business, and the reason behind it making the organisation successful is because it will be less likely to go into debt, which also means the club will be able to spend more on beneficial things that will bring in profit. They get this from selling tickets and merchandise and getting sponsorships. They're then able to buy new players and improve their stadium/training facilities. That will benefit the club and improve the player's skill and ability. Now, profit. Profit. This can be described as a financial gain of money that exceeds the amount the organisation or club has spent on costs and taxes, etc. Any profit that is attained goes to the owners of the organisation, who decide then what they want to do with the money to benefit their organisation. Next is net profit. This can be described as when an organisation subtracts their expenses from their earnings. This allows them to gather a total amount of how much money in total they have earned or lost in a certain period of time. An example of this impacts on whether an organisation is successful or not is because they can go into administration, and this is done when a club or organisation doesn't produce enough net profit, therefore spending more than they earn. This is a risk. They need to maintain a balance, otherwise they'll go into administration and possibly fall and gather the money. Lastly is gross profit. This is the amount of sales profit made and then taking the total of these away from the costs related in any way to these sales. For example, labour, manufacturing expenses, and any other money which is spent. Customer satisfaction. This is a crucial part of running a successful organisation or club. Customer satisfaction is key. It can be seen as measuring whether you have provided the right assistance for your service, or if the product is to a good enough standard, and this will then hopefully meet the customer's expectations and leave them feeling satisfied. Customer satisfaction involves many factors such as the quality of service provided by members of staff, quality of the organisation, quality of the products, atmosphere of the environment, pricing the product. There are ways in which we can find out if your business has good customer service. The main one is through surveys. These surveys gather information together on many areas. Few of these are as follows: cleanliness, availability of sales and assistance, whether it is an easygoing, enjoyable environment, customer service from members of staff, quality of organisation, any issues, and lastly, prices and whether they have anything they would do to improve the organisation as a whole. Now, achieving targets. It is key and very beneficial to the organisation to set the organisation and individuals in the organisation, so members of staff, targets and goals. This is because then they'll be motivated to wanting to work and achieve their targets. It's important that these targets set are SMART targets. That means specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. Otherwise, if these targets were not set, if these targets were not achievable, it leaves the members of staff feeling as if they didn't do enough, or they're never going to achieve their target, therefore they feel less motivated to work and will not bring as much money into the organisation. Also, this could lead to poor customer feedback. The business's owners should be the ones setting the targets, and they should keep the whole organisation focused and interested on working towards achieving their main goal, which is increasing the revenue or profit. For example, a chief executive at a football club may set a target for the club to sell out matches to produce a higher income for the club. Then this money can be spent on facilities or new equipment, etc., to benefit the organisation. Managers and members of staff who are higher up can regularly sit down with other staff members and talk about the individual, team or department and company and see where they're going and where they're progressing towards the targets. Many individuals and companies are forever looking and drive forward with their business. Whilst this is a very positive attitude, it is worth looking back to learn and take time out to celebrate successes. Reflecting and reviewing is vital to help your company achieve its next set of targets. Next will be sustainable. Business sustainability is the management and coordination that has a minimal negative impact on the global or local community, environment, society or economy. By adopting sustainable practices and improving all three of these aspects, companies can gain a competitive edge, increase their market share and boost shareholders' value. Being a sustainable business can also be described as being able to maintain and support and process in an organisation over a long period of time. This can also help to contribute towards making a business successful. It allows it to remain in a good financial state and therefore allows them to run smoother. Legal influences, Partnership Act, 1890. This is when a partnership is formed between two or more people and they work together to form a business with a view of share profits and losses, and they do not incorporate as a limited company. A partnership is formed whether they intend to or not. Even if the partners intend to form a partnership, all partnerships are limited and general partnerships which regulate by the Partnership Act 1890.